Welcome to episode 7 of FPL Top Dogs, Ballyhaunis, and this is the guru taking you through Christy Nicholson pub fancy review and what everything is going on the last game week, which was pretty hit and miss for a lot of us. Not as special as the week before. Some making massive gains, but this week is really, going into the international break now for the second one we have out of three. It really is like United, Villa doing nothing. Chelsea not really at it against Forest, those who went on the Parma. Salah kind of blanking, Crystal Palace away, tough fixture. Josh are coming through there. It's really hit and miss Liverpool at the minute. Who do you get on? You can't have them all. You wouldn't want them all anyway. But their double defense is shining. So although they were quite lucky to get out of Sellers Park with their scalp intact. But yeah, just take you through. Just got the ITKs, the band. Yeah, big into them. New London bands. That's the shirt for tonight. Sponsors of the show. They don't know it. But there you go. Love it. Was at a gig there last Saturday night. Epic. I just shared the screen and I've just got the review. I've got the video. Um, little bits here and there. Good stuff. Right, and we'll have a look at the video and see who the top dog for this game week is. And I think this week's top dog, game week 7, beginning to come back into the what sort of top dog in the house. And thanks to I've got some of the Sundering team. What I'm doing, been doing pretty well with that. I tell you what, I think I might start this again because it's not loading. I have to load everything up again and then go into it. Hmm, yeah. All right, thanks for bearing with us. Maybe I'll just crack on. I want this to be as short as I can. There's lots on the TV tonight. Big Brother and Ramsay's food stars. Yeah. Um, right. All right, get great stuff. Let's get straight into it. Um, yeah, at your own time. Yeah, Cole Palmer returns to fool's gold. Yeah, after that massive haul that I don't know what it was in the end. It was the 25 points. Um, the 4 goals the other game week against Brighton. Yeah, I kind of got suckered into that Forest game, and anyone knowing Forest and Santos and you just know that basically the Forest are up to something this season. They're pretty hard to break down and to beat, and they're fairly gritty, and it was never going to be a goal fest there. We'll see anyway with Cole going forward. I've made the move now, so I made my bed and I'm going to have to lie in it. Another 550,000 lost in game rank since game week 4. I was about 700,000 odd. I've lost about a million overall now in the last 3 game weeks, which is crazy stuff. So it's a game of 2 international breaks for me, but I'm just going to consolidate and keep it going. I'm off the template now. I'm going to go pretty differential from that one. Next, yeah, this is the Haaland slide. And yeah, it's 2 game weeks in a row now. And even though 34,000 plus that was yesterday's figures, I've already decided to go without Haaland. That could be obviously wild cards, but it could be loads of people with 4 free transfers still to go. And people are probably wanting to fit in, the Palmer and Saka and Salah, and you can have an amazingly exciting team. I am kind of tempted, but I'm just going to stick with it. So if I stuck with the Saka thing, which we'll come on to in the next slide, probably faith and patience would have been rewarded. But I've got the 3 points from Saka against Leicester, and I get diddly squat basically. Whatever assists with Palmer, versus the Saka massive 16-point return. And if you captain them, you're the big winner this week. 10%. The other 11% was Salah captained. The other 5% was Palmer. And then like the 57% last game week was on Haaland, and that's just massive. So although a few people we'll see later in the league have done pretty well, but there you go. It hasn't. It's just really average game week 45 points. Even if you get in that, you got a red arrow. But yeah, 39 points for myself. Not happy, but there's a possibility. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to overthink this now, and I'm just going to stick with Haaland for now. He's got Wolves away next, and that could be anything. Saka finally gets his 3 bonus points. I'm quite over all this malaise with FPL just taking away points and adding them back on, and I just can't keep up to date with it. So I'm just going to let go. But I have to admit something's changed from last game week when I reckon if I probably would have still got rid of Saka because I was more enamored with Palmer and what he was doing, and he seems to be more explosive. But I think this guy just keeps ticking along, and people who love the template just love Saka in it. But this year, definitely, well, it seems, yeah, okay, double defense was the way to go for a while. Gabriel scoring the goals, but now it seems to flip to the attack. And this could be the way with Arsenal now, with Odegaard coming back soon enough, possibly after the international break. Yeah, Arsenal could be good. And you want 4 Arsenal players to cover both attack and defense, I think. But yeah, it's a SAKALICIOUS 16 for the Brave 10%. And they kept faith and they went against Haaland again and they won. So I'm not particularly over the moon, just sitting on Haaland points and waiting for him to get. It just feels totally wrong and absolute boring, and that's just not me. So I'm not writing off. I'm not going to do anything until I get at least 4 transfers. I'm not doing anything really until I get to Christmas. Until we'll see where we are. It'll be about game week 11, and we'll definitely know if we can just get 1 or 2 really good game weeks and get back within that million. I'm happy enough. From the last 2 years, I've just been in the wilderness, FPL wise. 2.1 million 2 years ago, 1.2 million last year, and this year 1.7. So I'm averaging around where I should be. That's probably where I am, to be honest, because I don't keep faith in this guy Saka, and he's come through Southampton, but loads of people ripped up their teams and done wild cards, got all their Arsenal, and they've not got any defensive returns. We'll see now against Bournemouth away. So the experiment's still on. Whereas I'll have Cole now away to Liverpool. So God, that would be sickening just to get rid of Palmer. I made 0.1 million on Palmer? My team's making money. I'm just going to bet somewhere down the future all these 0.1s will add up, and when you get to that second wild card, I mean, who knows what the mystery chip will be? Somewhere down the line it might pay off, but we'll see. Who have we got here? Yeah, Spurs. Now I know they had the horrific, match there. The 2-0 up, and there should have been 3 or 4 or 5. Who knows? Werner just can't cross the ball, missing sitters. Brighton slow started, came out. Then you just get one back, and eventually Spurs cracked, and then just never came out. in the second half. But say, yeah, Johnson and Johnson and Johnson, as in the cleaning products manufacturers, is at 6.5. So he scored 3 goals in a row, but apparently he scored 6 in 6, which is the last person to have done that was the mighty Harry Kane. So he's beginning to excite me. He's beginning to be quite clinical and he's getting used to it. And who knows, he could be anything. Still don't 100% trust him, but I'll have a look at my team. And if I can free something up, I want this dude, Solanke. I think he must be 7.6 now. But I have Jackson, so I have him as a cash cow to get into Solanke. I think, Spurs are home to West Ham. Look, it just seems to me Ange Postecoglou is just that attacking manager that doesn't give monkeys, and it's going to all out. It's going to be high scoring games. It's going to be Spurs should be really good for the points. As you can see, one or two of the guys have done well this game week. They've really cleaned up on Johnson and Solanke. So Spurs have a lot up front to admire, I feel wise. But Spurs are the new Bielsa boyos, the pun on Postecoglou Celtic. And it is, it's just basically that's a Leeds performance. I know Everton did that the other game week against Bournemouth when they were 2-0 up, but you cannot accuse Everton of being like gung ho. I think Spurs are more like, and they play him white as well. So I think it's something to do. He's a Bielsa type dude. He'll only catch a Postecoglou. He doesn't have a bucket to sit on. All he needs is the bucket, and then he's Bielsa Mark too. Okay, I go to the games. Season ticket holder here. I've kind of fallen out of that kind of love for the team. It started in 2019, and ever since it was just one disaster after another. Yeah, I'm a freer. I'm more of an independent sort of mercenary FPL point mercenary FPL mercenary now. So I'm happy win, lose or draw. But come on, United. Oh God, that's another story. I don't have a slide here, but I can't keep going on. Right, so well, we got Kulusevski, which is interesting as well. Is around the 6.4 mark. Johnson at 6.5. Solanke's there. And Madison's interesting. I have him in my Sun Dream team I've had him pretty early and he's been mopping it up. So Madison's interesting enough. So I'm not saying three Spurs attackers, but I have Van de Ven, so I can see myself having Johnson and Solanke somewhere down the line. Yeah, but we'll have to see where the money comes from. West Ham, okay, we got Antonio here, and I just putting out there any takers for West Ham. I don't think I don't have their fixtures coming up right now. Right now about West Ham, but Antonio got an assist the last day. The West Ham season. I put this slide in because of a few West Ham friends that might be watching. Yeah, they're dropping like a stone the prices. There's a lot of value there. Look at Suchek at 5, and he's scoring every now and again when he starts. Again, Kudos 6.3, but the end product Paqueta is gone down again, but he's on penalties. He's a great shot for the Conference League though. He's doing well in that. And Bowen is Bowen, and you're even getting a bit of value there. So I wouldn't look. I think I will be going nowhere near the template after getting rid of Saka. I've made my bed. I wouldn't mind having Madison, Bowen, and just go. There was a season gone by where we had them two in our teams over the last 2 or 3 years. Defo, I've had Madison a long time when he was playing for Leicester. He done really well for me. So I'm not ruling these guys out. Antonio, cheapest chips at 5.4. Wowzers. I love it. So what I like to do in these features is also do have a look. We'll have a look at this week's game week 7 top dog, Kieran Long Dog Kiely. Well done, 74. As you can see, there's a big drop off to the second guy here, 68. Park Rugio Ruan has in Julio. You don't mess with this guy. He's a former Christy Nicholson winner, 2017. Neil Lacers Carney, he's popping up in and out of this all the time. It's a great place to be, the underdogs. Farid Samondo, our Zimbabwean friend who's mad about Irish rugby, he supports it. I haven't seen him for a while. He must have moved out of the area. but he's still in. 65, John C. Halpin, as I say, Private Meekley with his commando. Sergeant Major Joey Neenan, the two friends here who got each other in. Well, and the 64, 64, Roger 64, we're doing really well. Joey is flying up there, and John C. Halpin, you don't mess with these guys either. They're just perennial, it's just something about people playing this for years, probably back 2000, 2007. I don't know when it started. Puppy, Sajendra from Malaysia, Fergie Great Guns Walsh had a good week, 62. Tommy Cunyon, former third place winner in 2017, 60. Dara, the FPL Egghead, Hunt, 59, who came third last year. I have his trophy at home. Seb, Uwanskit, he knows who he is, Sebastian, 57. Good stuff. And Seb is doing well. He's keeping in and around. Mark the Oracle Phillips, 58. Owen Collins, 55. He's starting to figure a bit now. And Rory Harford, our winner from, I can't believe, 2 years ago. Is it that long? 2 years, such a short time. And yeah, I know I hate the run stuff, but like it is what it is in the Christy Nicholson Pub Fantasy League here in Mayo, right? This pub in our town in Ballyhaunis, as people know. Daniel Jordan brings up the rear there, 28. William has been doing really, really well recently, but I got a 39 and I'm devastated, So 29's ouch. Adrian Starman Phillips, 30, and Shane Cullenty, Kalini, possibly 31. So there you go. There's loads of people between the 31 and the 54. There's loads of 40s and 50s, and it's pretty it could have been so much more this game week. It's such a frustrating game week, all them draws. So I didn't really enjoy this game week whatsoever. It was just meh. What's this? This is my shout outs. Guru lured into the farmers pool gold. Yeah, it made no sense to get rid of, but I was just looking at the money. I had just enough to get Palmer and Jackson in, and I thought it was now or never, and it just made it. And I was, when you're pretty emotional, you make decisions like this, and that's probably the difference between me and Joey and a few of the others who are just consistently top 100,000k players. So I know my weaknesses, and I succumbed again. A game week 6 wildcard has finally got Saka in. It finally made it with double attack is winning. Yes, a double attack at Arsenal doing it, so they cashed in as in Saka in. They've Saka in there with the 16, sweet 16, 32 points for the guys. Guru completely off. Yeah, I admit I'm done now with that. It's all very, very well tightly packed in the Christy Nick. So one good game we can absolutely propel. Yes, so I'm not giving up, and neither should anybody. It seems to be that somebody pings every game week, and if you're not on them, right, or you don't even have them in your team, then you're the one that week. No going back. So just keep an eye on that and don't lose heart. Girls, yeah, calm down. The Saka bonus heist by the F. I have kind of given up, and I'm just sick of worrying. I'm not worrying about it anymore. Fun picks, yeah, going through. I think I've noticed the more you have fun in the game, the better you do, possibly. Because if you let fear kind of guide you, I can't get off the template. I have to get this player. I have to get and you're keeping. It's just ultimately soul destroying, when you just see you're making no ground, you're just keeping with a million players and the same thing, and it's just I want to get away from that. I just want that. Just that like run to the pack, will say, that wants to go completely in the other direction than any of the others. I want to get my own food. I'll feed for myself, thank you. Now Foden, Foden will come in soon to my team. I'm really happy with it generally anyways. There's a lot of flexibility there. So now just quickly go over the who we got now. Price rises since the last game week. Haaland went up to 15.4. Rodgers went up again, 5.3. Neil went up to lap. Now I have all three of these. So making money, Van de Ven, I have him as well, went up as well. Not particularly delighted. I had him on the bench this game week, but I do plan to play Van de Ven, and I can see myself with Solanke and Brandon Johnson somewhere down the line if I can wrangle the money. Yeah, so Friday the 4th, just Friday gone news, Diaz is up to 8.1. Can you imagine? It's 5.7, 8.1. That's just crazy. Colwell 4.6 up. Palmer's, God, I got him at 10.6. Like, that's what I'm on about. I know I've lost a few points. It's like when you make money, you do end up losing points. I noticed that for every point one you make by getting off maybe a form player and then catching a rise, you're losing 10 points. That's the way it feels like. Definitely last game week with Palmer now and getting off Saka, but I'm not going to beat myself over it. I just think that less people have this dude, and I can just try and get away from all them masses. Although I was ahead of all the masses, and now I've just come hurtling back behind the masses again. Havertz 8.3 up. That yesterday night. Well, not this. Yeah, I suppose it would, yeah, Monday 3 a.m. when we went up 7.5. So nothing's happened since. Possible risers now going up tonight is McNeil again. He could be going up to 5.7. Keane from Everton, the defender, could be going up. These are all 100% likely. And Justin Thomas from Leicester could be going up to 4.6. I don't know what's going on. Seriously, is yeah, he scored the 2 goals, but it just seems to me it's not going to do it every week. Phase in a week time, Guardiola. So not really an awful lot happening over the last week, risers wise, and it's starting to calm and cool down now. It has loads of people have already wildcarded, and you'll see probably the last effects of the game week 7 wildcard soon. Um, Madicate finally went down to 6.5. Sterling's gone down to 6.7. Mint is down to 5.4. Munoz from Fulham is down to 5.8. Dunk's down. Bradley's down. White, Doku, Salah went down all before Friday, 12.7. Lee Chan down. Nkunku's dropped zero point 0.5 now to 6 mil. KDB's down to 5.4. Shade is not getting much of a run in that Brentford team, so that was a punt, and that's the who got on him, they're already losing. Edwards down as well. I think he's with another. I'm not sure. I think he's with Forest or someone. I can't remember who he's. I think he's gone out to. Foden 9.2. Love it. It seems to me Foden's got no possibility over the next week, 2 or 3, to go down. I think Foden now will start building up to go back up again. I don't think he'll reach the 9.1. So I'll just bite the bullet. I just love what he can do in that. Well, the center would be nice, but he was playing in behind Haaland, and there you go, himself and Haaland blank. So I'm not sure where I'm getting. It's just a gut thing, and the stats aren't backing anything up. That's the thing. That's a loose cannon here. Alanga, he's gone down. Anana from Villa's gone down. Udogi gone down. Absolutely a fault there the other day against Brighton away. Darwin's gone down again, 7.1. Bailey's down 6.3. Daka from Leicester down, Cornet down. And yeah, I'm also raw off Tucker prices here. I've had them since 5.5. So that doesn't make a difference to me. I don't lose any money there because if I would be selling them, I'd be still getting the 5.6. What's it got on 5.7? 5.5 is what I got them at. So he's still 5.7. So I can still sell him 5.6. So just keep an eye on that. He's going to be more or less just a bench dude, but Fulham's fixtures do turn a bit. So I'll just have to keep an eye. I have Rogers and I have McNeil there. And I just don't think there might be enough to carry to. That's why lots of people just might want to get off Haaland so they can bulk up that midfield. But I do like him. I just don't want to get rid of Watkins. And the other dude, Jackson, can turn into Solanke. So there you go. So possible fodder tonight. Keep an eye out for Garnacho. Could be going down to 6.2. Munoz from Crystal Palace could be going to 4.8. Stilvassi from Liverpool could be going down tomorrow. Over the next, tomorrow, just 24 hours from now, Son could be going down to 9.8. I just don't think Son's any value at the moment when you have the likes of Johnson and Werner's going to go back into his jack in the box One song gets back down for the left. Alisson, he looks like he'd be popping down with that hammy that he took. He's injured now. Trippier could be going down. Okay, not many have him. Minus 95%. So he's looking pretty likely over the next couple of days. And Mateta, and there's not really an awful lot in the long run here. You know, after the international break, there's an outside chance Salah could go down. But that's more or less it. So I think that's all we can say about the video. Could have been so much more. I had Bruno Fernandes and I don't know much way if anyone's watching, but you know, that's more or less it. I like Saka for the next one. So game week 7. Yeah, game week 6 was, but I played my last chip, so all my 3 chips are gone. So you get 9 points instead of 6 for goal score. So you can see that goal score, 2 goal from Havertz. Haaland's only scored 1. He blanked, and I like he played in that European game, and it's shocking. Like he's missed sitters. I was expecting him to play both. He did, and he's against Fulham. It just didn't fall right. And that 195, I think it could have been 250 there, but what can you do? Salah, okay, was thinking about captaining him there, but yeah, there's Fernandes. A lot of Spurs there. Didn't get the clean sheets at the end for that Feverensus or whatever it was called. They scored a late one, and that got rid of the clean sheet, which is about 4, whatever it is, 4. Go to this, is it 4? Clean sheets 5, sorry. But it has to, so the Thursday didn't work out pretty well. So it's done and dusted. And game week 7 was just kind of keeping up with the Joneses, Mr. and Mrs. Jones of 63. A few got 70, 1 or 2 got 18 in the league. I mean, okay, Haaland outscores Salah, but again, a bit meh. And Maguemo is the main guy here. I'm pretty happy with what I have here going, and they'll all play and do what they can. And out of, I don't know, I think it's about 400,000. I'm 1,266. But as everyone starts playing, their chips or gets them used, I will fall down. But who knows if I can alleviate. But that's a good position to be, and I'm winning all my leagues. So that's the Sun Dream team. Show you a little quick there, a glimpse. I'm into probably a lot of fantasy, as you can see. The draft has done pretty well. Delighted. I'm 6th, which is actually very good because I'll get a good pick. So I'll have a look now over the international break, and I'll swap in and waiver a few dudes, and I'll try to get a few transactions done, and try to, you know, and I think waivers where you get them for free straight off there and then, but you can put in your transactions and say if I want to get out, see points, you know, not Becker or Alisson's injured, okay, but I have this dude to come on anyway. I was thinking about having a good goal, a second, at least a playing goalkeeper in there. But Antonio absolutely cleared up the whole thing. This is the draft duo, the FPL draft duo. Now these guys, Stevie Stratton, Nolan, and Jackie Maloney, these guys made the FPL duo draft. They invented the whole thing. So and they're like from our hometown in Ballyhaunis. Like what's going on in this epicenter of amazingness? It is all over the country now. People are, and across the world, are in the Christy Nick. But you need to be kind of invited to go in. Or you need to be from the area, whatever it is. So West Ham, once they go over Spurs away, United, I'm just thinking going forward, I think they'll give United a game. They sometimes usually beat United at home. It's a bit tricky, far. It's not going to be. I'm not massively sure about when it's a good time to get on. West Ham, obviously, Leicester, Wolves. That's a good little run around Christmas. So I'll keep a massive eye. Maybe over Christmas, you know, I think Antonio could be a good shout or ball. That's all I'm saying there in regard to the West Ham thing. I'm keeping an eye out on them. What Prowse have to do? So I have to go in and do a transaction and see what other midfielders I can get. Darwin's not done much. The bench has been average, and I still managed to. That's a great 52. De Bruyne to come back soon. What's wrong with him? Still the abductor, whatever it is. He's a conductor in the medical office on the bench. But yeah, I think it's okay. Most of these guys play getting Jota. I'm just delighted to have this guy up my sleeve here and there. I got a big United, got the Vardy Meister in there just in case. Yeah, I'm happy enough. It's all right. And in the league, like, you know, most of us are in 12 points. There's This is tier 3. There's about 12 tiers in the FPL Duo Draft. So if you know Stevie or Jackie around town, just or go on Instagram or the Twitter and DM them or whatever to figure out how do you get in this or how can you play. Just go and watch their videos on YouTube and the whole lot. That's how I learned how to play the thing. And look at me now, tier 3. I was at 12 or 16, or whoever there was in it. But it's a massive league of 12. 12 is a crazy. It's basically by the time you do a 12-man draft, you've got no good players left. You've got basically junk that's never going to play hardly. It's on the boundaries of what you can do 12. Whereas if you have an 8-man team, everyone can have a great chunk of Arsenal or Chelsea or United players, or if you want them. Everyone gets a piece of the pie. But this is a lot more trickier. So the more guys you have in a draft, the more trickier. Joey Neenan there, he's 6 on 12, 4 wins out of 7, 290 points. There's only one guy, Billy, who has Haaland. That's who I play this week. He blanked, so he lost. That's a big win for the league, beating the dude with Haaland in it. It's hard done, and you have to blank usually for you to do it. So it's all to play in this, and it's good fun and a bit of crack. And it's basically what I'm saying is sometimes the draft can be a distraction from if you're about 20. Gordon Ramsay, love him and everything. He's just a genius. Okay, so this game week, let's have a quick look at the King of the Travellers. I didn't have a look at it last week. Yeah, let's have a quick what happened last week. Cahill done me quite easy. I got 50. Ross 118, his first time in the Christy Nicholson Fantasy League from Kildare. I met him myself, so he qualifies to be in the league. And also, he's good friends with Rory Harford, and he knows the lads. He's great lad. 66, clickety click, beats the Maeve. Kieran Kiely coming back now. 38 was pretty low for last week. That's why I think Kieran is on the way back. I just feel there's a bit of momentum. It's just the A train, the K train. The K train is on the move. Great score and the GW7 Top Dog. So yeah, Bula Bus. Marshall Haaland on scoring. Nish Kieran Kiely. Good Jess. CB Nolan wins out. So it's just always great to get that win in the King of the Travellers. Now I know there's less this year, massively amount less. I think it's half of what it used to be. We got the average in here. Owen beats the average. Kevin Morley, thanks for playing and coming in. Beats Joseph Lyons. And yeah, Kevin Goro Killer is doing a nice country thread as well. We know he watches the show. Thank you. Game week 7, CV Stretz wins out. The average beats, just as I said, the Guru Killer gets done by the average killer. And I know it's easy, it's easy done, but Joy, massive score, 64 for the game week that was in it. I was just waiting for Parrot to do something. I was waiting for TAA to do, what was it? I had Ollie, Watkins, and Rogers. Done nothing, blanked. I had like 4 players on the day, on Sunday. I was working in the Royal Albert Hall and I just couldn't believe it. All blanks. Jesus. Draws and drab draws. The Spurs game, that's what I mean. Bielsa ball. Like that's why people watched Leeds that season, because but then Van Persie, Rafinha were just unbelievable and just so exciting. They scored 3 and then they'd lose 4-3. And that's what I expect from Spurs now for every game. It's probably the best season ticket to have in the country. Great stadium, great beer, not overly priced, great view, great atmosphere. You can go skydiving, the whole lot, and you can do a Formula One race and everything. And if you're a neutral, then it's win, lose, draw. You're winning anyway. 51. Romazal, Rosie, John Kelly draws out 118. That's a tricky. It's always bad when you get that draw. It's a bummer. Owen Collins takes out Jarlath Carney. Kieran Kiely wins out against the Maeve. So the standings for the King of the Travellers. I'll take his 15 points. So Joey's got 6 out of 1. That's 18. Andy Cunnane, well in there, absolutely hammering me there. Look at that, 37 points. Nice little total, but as I said, I think he can overcome these things. You get one. It's just this season is going to be where I'm kind of hoping that Haaland kills it. No one's got Palmer. He kills it. And Saka blanks. And then that's my mega game week. I'm catching on everyone then. So that's kind of what I bought into. Just have Gabriel. And I've only got one Arsenal, which is it's not good. It's not very professional, guru killer. Not guru, whatever. Connor, Hussey, 13 points. He's got a draw in there, so it's a bit as too early this stage, but you don't want to be down around here. As we'll see, it's a long way in it. What's the game week 7's done, so 31 games, so much can play. I do notice that last year I did get a massive run at the end, and I crawled up from nowhere to absolute about 8th, 7th, out about 30 odd. So I know if I can just keep in it, and that's a lucky enough win against Starman now. He gets a 30, I get a 39. If you look at the matches, like it's been really mostly everyone's got well above a 30 there. Everyone's flying in 50s and 40s, so you can be kind of pretty lucky. The King of the Travellers, so but it's a fun thing, and we keep it going. King of the Travellers and Ballyhaunis. Who no better here? 10. Right, Davey here. Tommy 44. It's okay, just get out of that game. He's getting stuff, attack. Right, Rashford. What was going on with him? Was he took off again? Something about us now. He's coming back. Diaz. I'm not too sure going forward to get Liverpool away. Some tough games ahead for Chelsea over the next 3 or 4. Barco's still in there for no wild card done. Sitting pretty. Great stuff. Vardy. God, I can't believe he's Vardy. Interesting, doing really, really well. And it's nice to get a nice 49.50. Get out of this game week. Right, and Jerry Freely, 51. Andy Cunnane there, 49. Gets in McNeil and Konate. Great call, Konate. See, that's what I'm thinking about. TAA, get him down to Konate, save yourself a bunch of money, 1.8 million, and that could be where I personally could get the Foden money, or even down to Caldwell or whatever. I don't care. That's the way I think Trent is the way to go for me for Foden. Cunha does well, comes through. Who cares if they lose 5-2 or 7-3 or whatever? As long as your striker is there, who cares? Liam Her, again, these guys are pretty patient. Not many chips used. Liam Her, Salah, Watkins, okay, Palmer, very interesting. Love it, differential there with Watkins. Very, very. I know it's only 35 this game week, but easily any other day that's another 30 points on that. Verbruggen, not too sure about him. He's a liability. Davis, not sure. Bench, not sure. Tricky. And with no Saka, that was the killer. I only got 39, so Saka was the main reason for all of us this game week, really. Joy Neenan, quickly. Can we do these ads? Joey, Raya, and he still got his TA in a pair tree. Gabriel, Saka, just a double. Solanke and Madison, very good call. Something on the bench. This is the pro team. Looks so good. Unfortunate with Haaland. See, lots of people with Saka, they missed out on the 32, but like Fulham at home, it just seems to me Fulham and Forest are just not going to let much away this season. We'll see if they can keep it up. It's a long enough season, but these guys might be only playing 38 to 42 games a season, whereas City and all the rest, the top 6, they're playing 60, 70. So this possibility. And look at Brentford now. They can really give any team a good go. Same as Fulham and Forest. Nuno is absolutely, it's really proved again. He's back to his Wolves days with Forest. They're really showing up for him. Wood on the bench, but that's a great team, and Joy's way ahead at the minute. Well and firmly in that top 10. Wild card from Marky Phillips, 58. It's one of the best best score, you'll take it. Good position in the overall 540k. And yeah, looking at this, I love that he's the possibility to double up on Man City at any time. And I that's why I have one Spurs, because I want to double up on Spurs at some stage. Saka, that's their must double. It's just really considered. It's a brilliant wild card. And going forward, these guys are interesting. I'm not sure. I don't know about Wheatley, but um, there might be a few fires to fight in this team by Christmas, we'll say, bench wise. But from now until Christmas, that team could score loads of points. And Greaves will come on and do bits and pieces. But it's going to be 5-man midfield, 5 and 2, so 3-5-2. He's squeezed in this Parham and Saka. That's the Joker pack there now. The Konate thing might cover a bit of Trent. It's been well on top covering Trent. Oh, well and beyond the Call of Duty there with Konate. But Trent just considers to like to have McNeil over DCL. I think that will turn out to be okay. He's involved in everything. Palmer involved in everything. Saka involved in everything. Involved in everything. Rodgers can't help to be involved in everything. Involved in everything. Solanke is just there to tap them. It's a great take that he's got. Gabriel vice captain, but 33. Sagendra on 63, great score. He's captain Saka as well. Everything intact, great position. Owen Collins is great call. Yeah, Owen. That's what I like about Owen. He's a thinker, and you see, are talented sportsman, plays for Clare, but his heart in Mayo, and he knows it. Eze and Buemo, brilliant move, brilliant call. That's what it's about, and Suchek as well. That's a good. I don't see that as a sideways move. I think West Ham are going to have that run around Christmas. Trust me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get in Antonio or proper and Foden and haul everyone in. How I don't know how I'm going to finance this, but we'll figure it out. I'll have to just trade them like a couple of bikes. Can't mess around too much and waffle. 5 minutes. Guru Killer, Raul, good call. He's scoring. Mikolenko's fine. He'll play. 44 is fine for the Guru Killer. Roy Harford, 54. Nice, great country trade. Someone's picked up from Sack. That's the difference between me and everyone. I thought I was looking good going into the game Sundays with the two Villa lads and Palmer. Who's this? David McNamara, 950 is fine. It's just nobody's really done great guns this week. Jackson, interesting team. Oh, yeah, it is interesting. I like it, Dave. Just as the figure, Sanchez will go in for Becker. He's got a double City, the Liverpool thing going. A bit of that Chelsea action squeezed in. I think Mo's still got a lot to offer, folks. I know it's crazy, but I think he does still somewhere down the line. I have to have a look at JC Halpin, 64. Okay, that turned into a 58. I didn't see that, so I didn't check the -4 there. So he's made Delap scored. Did he play? He's got the points, and Colwell got his bits and pieces, and his bench is all right. Buemo, Saka, fair enough. Great stuff. Hunt there, 59. Good stuff. Delap again, and Saka. Great calls from the guys here. They've just made it looks Saka. Salah blanks, and he gets in Saka. Zhao goes, and he gets in, and it's just brilliant. I have to have something like calls of the game week. Yeah, the two of them here done well. JC Halpin and Dara Hunt there done brilliant with the calls. Yeah, brilliant. I think Dara's call here is just phenomenal. That's what I love love it. Good position. And Aidan Gaffney, 38. Jackie McGoldrick, 36. Seamus O'Boyle, I think he's the Vancouver dude out with Jackie Maloney, 31. That's what I mean. 50, big friendly giant, good stuff. I still like the Watkins move. That's a good move. 50 points. It's happened every game like this. Somebody's going to have somebody nobody else has. Stevie Nolan's done well. Stevie's managed to get above me finally. The cream is rising to the top. And Stevie Stretch, our draft duo dudes. Yeah, look, he's got. You said. Oh, sorry for that. Right. Was a package handler. It's a Gino, the bloody whatever. Okay, I asked you something, you have to run to catch. You said a tray. All right, back again. TV's down. Apologies, Guru Killer. Yeah, that's the team there. I'm happy enough with this. I'll carry on. Buemo. Yeah, it feels a bit light in midfield, but I just like to have that bench option going forward. That's why I have that wild card done. Somewhere down the line, I just have that flexibility. to go doubles Tottenham and maybe it was Soldado. I was going to say it was Salancaldo, whoever in there, and we'll see. That's me done. 62 from Fergie Walsh. Delap as well, and Palmer went all out. They will be gutted to be off Jota now, but I can see why people have done that. Of all of these guys, Watkins off Delap. Did you get to Delap points? Yeah, and it's a 62. It's good stuff. And yeah, I think Palmer going forward, and he's got the Saka thing. This is the joke was Haaland. Gorgeous, missed a penalty, unlucky, but he's got his wild card and all his chips intact. He's in good fettle. Good fettle there. James Crane, 42. Can't be great guns every game week. Look, this is what I mean. Kieran Kiely, another great transfer. Garnacho for Brennan Johnson's great one. TA Dinia's come through. Okay, so I can see now Bowen there. Johnson. Oh, this is a really interesting. This team is coming good. Bench is okay. Timber will play. Diblin will come on. He was played up as a false nine there, but that's not his position for Southampton. Haaland okay, but Slap looks like he's just going to keep rolling along with the points. Very interesting. I love looking at Kieran Kiely's teams. It's just outside the box, and you just know that nobody else is anything like this. And it's like, oh, right, oh, like when you look at his team, it's like giving you ideas. 118, Ross Knight 39, 42, Will Nester, Jota, Alfred Gundogan, not sure. But we won't labour too much. He knows himself. Cal Carney down there at 50 with Jack Maloney, 49. It's okay. A lot of activity from Cal there. He uses 3 transfers. Bowen. I say that Bowen thing done well for him. Van de Ven, okay. It's more of an exciting pick. I think he will get bits and pieces. He's got the Bowen points. Yeah, good stuff. Well done. And Van den Berg will have a good. I think he's in midfield or something like that for Brentford. I think is it Brentford or Southampton? 53. Sebastian there, 59, great stuff. And my show's on. Duncan Hannon, 51. Niall Richardson, 47. 416 for Niler. Where are we now at the top? See, that's what I mean. It's only 66 points, whatever it is. See, this is pretty compact. So if you're even down here, you're still in. And possibly, I was thinking about Captain and Palmer because I got him in, but I didn't. It's just going to be hard to kind of make up. It's a bit less fashionable. But then again, it might be too late by then. He's got to start scoring against Wolves. You think away, but when is he going to have a rest with all this European stuff? So free. Sean Gilday, the good game week last week, 36. See, it's up and down. See, you have one good week and then you're back down again. The Mavis jumped up a bit now, 58. Picked up a bit. Tillman's Saka's the man, yeah. Yeah, even having Saka this game, it's made people ground. And Konate's good. More down the line, Joe will be okay. But Salah could be a route back to the top 30, 25, not in the short term, because he's such a differential. Tommy Cunnane, quick look, Saka captain, well done. That's a great call, 32 points. But that's 28 points from the rest of the team, which is, you've got your captain right. Well done. That's a great call. Great save. 4 million, 4.1, we'll say 4.1 million where Tommy is, and 402. So 80 points between 4 million, 4.1 million. So 4 million places, we say between David Cunnane and Tommy. Jesus, that was total random. That was random. The 2 Cunnanes I picked on there. Okay, sorry to that I didn't plan that at all. I don't plan any of these hardly apart from the video. James E. Duffy at 50. So all the way down, you can see people are doing bits and pieces. And a shout out here for Brent Barry here. He's got in Antonio, and he only got him in. For DCL, what a move against Ipswich. See that? See, it's all about the fixtures, isn't it? Great move. He's captain that, and he's still got a 48, got out of dodge. And that's what I mean. People are still thinking. And there's still time to make up loads of ground. And there's still time for people like me to fall like a stone. Trust me. And I'm doing a good job of that. So, yeah, Porker one deserves a little mention there. He's gotten Delap, and obviously Barnes is in and out here and there. He does come up with a goal. Saka as well. So that was a 58 there, just like a bit high up, but still, it's a small detail minus. Everyone's getting Delap points. They're not leaving them on the bench. Good call, Romero on the bench. The bench has been right, okay, apart from Becker there. And yeah, I think Park's team is okay. So much going forward anyway with Saka and Buemo and Haaland. Having wins from Arsenal, and you might get that with Bournemouth coming up. So 51 there from Michael Waldron and down to the end. Minus 12 there from Owen Cunnane. Must have forgot to press that button, the wildcard thing. But a lot going on there, as you can see. Timber and Johnson doing this one. But that's the crack. And that's your review of the Christy Nicholson Pub Fantasy League. Thanks for joining in. As ever, guys, give us a like and subscribe on Vince Wager 171074 on YouTube. I'll be back again after the international break. We'll do another review. And good luck with all your teams for game week 8. I can't believe we're a quarter. Are we nearly about a fifth of the season through now? 7, so 8 and 8, 16. Another 8 and 8, 32. Another, say, about a fifth of the way through them. God bless. And yeah, it's good we're out here.